So we're set to go. Rolling up next, this will be your Rock Senior, Rotax Senior. And here's how we'll line them up in the Rock Senior group. It'll be the 238 of Oliver Askew. Outside, Jonathan Kotick in the 57. Starting in row number 2, the 16 of Morgan Healy. Rock Senior driver Nolan Kelly in the number 42, starting 4th. And your Rotax Senior driver, Kevin Mendez, in the number 6. Again, as we work our way in race weekend number 4. Something very exciting here at the Ocala Grand Prix. And we'll be moving on to Jacksonville in race weekend number 5. That'll be coming up in July. Be looking forward to that. A very exciting track up there in Jacksonville. Again, you got to love that big sweeping turn, that high bank turn, and you come off that, got that long straightaway. So again, some very exciting racing. Hopefully you'll be able to join us as we head up to Jacksonville in July. So a lot of great racing coming your way. We appreciate you tuning in here on the FKCS live feed. As we're about ready to roll out 16 laps, Rock Senior and Rotax Senior. Oliver Askew, he's been tough to stop. He has been flawless, and he's got 5 wins and a second-place finish, and he's your points leader, Rock Senior. Oliver Askew into 238. Jonathan opened up the weekend. He's got a win. But on the podium every race except for one. Jonathan starting second. Morgan Healy into 16. She's 4th in the point standings. But on the podium a handful of times, and Morgan's had some good runs here today. Morgan Healy in row number 2 in the 16. Nolan Kelly in the 42. And Nolan Kelly, couple back-to-back 6th-place finishes for the 42. Kevin Mendez in the Rotax Senior class, that's the number 6. Nick gonna look him over. Oliver on the inside, looking to go green. It's out, we're underway. Jonathan gonna move right in behind your leader, and that's exactly how they lined him up. That's how they'll come to the chicane for the first time. Askew, Kotick, Healy, Kelly as they work their way to the hairpin turn. Again, Oliver, he's won every race except for the very first race. Again, that was day number 2 on that Sunday. Been very strong. Jonathan, again, along with Morgan, your Ocala Grand Prix team drivers all on Tony carts as they'll make their way around for lap number 1. Nick will show them the green. And they'll head down into turn number 1 for lap number 1. Again, we've seen these drivers, all 3 of them, they battled. So Morgan in there, Jonathan and Oliver, they had a great battle earlier in their pre-final. Again, look at these drivers. Any of these 4 can get it. Nolan Kelly, Morgan Healy, Jonathan in the 57, Oliver in the 238. Realizing they got plenty of time as they exit off the tree turn. Top 3 drivers, single file. So right now it's your points leader, Oliver Askew. And you talk about money, he has won every race except for one day. And you got Jonathan, Morgan Healy, a couple hot hitters right there in behind your leader. You do not want to lay down. Both Jonathan and Morgan very talented. Again, they got a lot of laps here at the Ocala Grand Prix, and right now they're off to a good start. Right now, Oliver not going to be able to fool anybody as he keeps the momentum going as he'll run nose to tail off the tree turn. 16-lap final. Again, Morgan, as I said it, lap number 2, 37.213. And Morgan sits back in that 3rd spot. They'll head down into turn number 1. Lap 3, Oliver with a 37.160. And as long as they stay right there in distance, it could be anybody's win as they'll enter the hairpin turn. And boy, you talk about a pack of good drivers there. Have the opportunity to watch them in the local series here at the Ocala Grand Prix. And again, they really are very good drivers. They'll work their way off the tree turn. Askew, Kotick, and Healy, 1, 2, 3 off the top of the oval. Nolan Kelly into number 42. That'll be your 4th place running cart. Again, Nolan Kelly, best finish 6th so far this season. Good competitor, Nolan Kelly in at 42. And of course, your Rotax Senior driver, Mendes in the number 6. Oliver Askew, lap number 4, 36.978. Again, that is your race leader. You go back into the pre-final. Best lap time for Oliver in that pre-final, 36.676. So knocking on the door last time by, 36.978 for Oliver. And again, they'll follow trend. They continue to pick up the pace when they go by. There's Oliver again, 36.870. As he opens up a 0.4 of a second lead over Jonathan. Nothing to panic about. Jonathan just 0.4 of a second behind your leader. Morgan about 0.9 of a second behind Oliver. And again, in that last pre-final, Morgan, she saved a lot for the end. And she kicked it up a notch toward the last couple remaining laps, just staying right there on pace. As they'll come to that top of the oval. 6 laps complete, 10 to go. As they cross the line this time by. Oliver again, third straight time, 36.808. That's the third time he's done that now. So the last 3 laps, he's gotten quicker, and he opens up a 0.7 of a second advantage. You're starting to get over a second and a half. You want to start to be a little nervous in that second spot. As Oliver, nice and smooth, really hitting his marks. As I said, he's got a lot of laps here at the Ocala Grand Prix, or 3 drivers, Ocala Grand Prix drivers, all on Tony karts, just moving right along. Again, the last 3 laps, he's picked up the pace. He'll cross the line for the 7th time. And he'll head down into turn number 1. Again, Oliver picked up about 1/10 of a second on that last lap. Currently 0.8 of a second ahead of Jonathan, about 1.3 seconds now ahead of Morgan. Leader off the top of the hairpin turn. Oliver with a 36.808. Jonathan, best lap time, 36.958. Morgan with a 36.920. Noah and Kelly, 38.486. And we'll see halfway as Nick will show them cross flags as they head to the line. 8 down, 8 to go. Your leader off the pole position, Oliver Askew. He's led every single lap currently with a 1.2 second advantage. Dominic Kotick running second. Jonathan started outside row 1. Currently running second. Has stayed there pretty much the entire race. Running third to 16 of Morgan Healy. Morgan started third. Currently sits third. She's 1.4 seconds behind your leader. Nolan Kelly started 4th. Currently running 4th. And your Rotax senior driver, Kevin Mendez, in the number 6, being scored 5th overall. So working our way into the second half here of your Rock Senior, Rotax Senior Group. Now a 1.5 second lead for Oliver. Now I'd have to ask myself, would you be concerned? I would say yes. If I was Jonathan, I'd be a little concerned now because he's seen this in the past. To give that ream to Oliver, and he's going to stretch it out. He's continued to get quicker. And look at the leaderboard there, 36.787 in lap number 9 for Oliver. So he's continued to pick up the pace, shoots down the front stretch, 10 in, 6 to go. Your leader exits off turn number 9 with a 1.6 second advantage. Nice and smooth to the chicane. And Oliver cruising right along. Again, I talked about Oliver. He's won every race except for one. He may be adding to that lead again as he's looking for yet another victory. 5 wins, looking for his 6th win of the season. And he'll head to the top of the oval, exits off the top of the oval. 11 laps complete this time by. Nice and smooth, takes a run down that long straightaway. Jonathan kind of tucking his head down, trying to get all he can out of that 57 machine. Not going to get much more out of it. He is now 1.7 seconds behind your leader. They will start to see slower traffic as they come to the top of the oval. And that'll be your Rotax senior driver. Mendez coming off the tree turn. Here comes Oliver. Oliver pretty well having it his way. Tag Junior, Rock Junior, you are up next. Your leader coming off the top of the oval. He'll start to close in as Nick will give him the move over sign. That'll be the 6. Your Rotax senior driver. And Oliver had plenty of experience working through traffic. And again, he'll size it up now. They'll approach the Hairpin turn. Mendez gives him plenty of real estate. Let your leader come by. Good piece of driving there by your Rotax senior driver. Jonathan now will close in on lap traffic. Let's see if that kind of affected now. Jonathan will see if he's going to be able to get that room. Mendez gives him a little bit of room, a little more tighter that time. And your leader crosses the line, 13 laps complete. A 1.9 second advantage. So I'm not going to sure if I'm going to credit slower traffic to hanging up Jonathan because Oliver continued to get quicker. But it opens up a 1.9 second advantage for your leader, Oliver Askew. Jonathan second, Morgan third, Nolan Kelly fourth. So they're working down their winding laps here in your Rotax senior class. And Jonathan hung on early. And then seen that lead open up to almost a 2-second advantage. Nick will show him 2 to go this time by. So final 2 to go. Well in hand with a 1.9 second advantage. Oliver Askew cruising right along. And he'll exit off the chicane. Final lap and a half to go. We'll get him set. Tag Junior Rock Jr. You're next. Mini Rock, your pre-grade. Again, we ask please, once you do wrap up your racing for the day, please return your transponders. And those drivers, top 3 finishes, fast time, will have podium awards once we get all classes to clear. But right now, 1 to go. Oliver's got to keep it together. And he'll hold on for that final lap. And he'll head through the chicane for the final time with a 1.9 second advantage. So Jonathan hanging on the second, Morgan running third. So Morgan looking for her second podium finish in the Rock Senior class. But she's got a couple third-place finishes. And they'll come off the top of the oval for the final time. And here he comes, your Rock Senior winner. Into 238, Oliver Askew will pick up the win, and he'll go wire to wire. Jonathan will pick up second, crosses the line 1.8 seconds behind your leader. Morgan Healy crosses the line third, Nolan Kelly fourth, and your Rotax senior winner will go to the 6th. Kevin Mendez will score the win.